And we are live. Welcome, everybody. Happy Tuesday night, and welcome to the show. And I'm so pleased to have Debra. Is it Zachau? Is that how you
That's
say it?
pretty good. Zachau, yeah.
Zachau? Okay. And she's with us tonight. She had been with Linda G for a short period of, and then they ended up having to stop because of Linda's internet. But anyway, I have you coming through.
Can you hear your voice?
Can you hear it still?
It's echoing really bad. There's a lag.
Oh,
I think you might have.
Do you have your phone or your or another open window?
That could be. Can you hear me?
Can't have that. Yeah. Now try it.
Sorry, it wasn't your fault. My fault.
It's okay. Everybody here is very forgiving, and this is one of your first experiences here with doing this kind of thing. So I think you're doing okay. So you're all right. Yeah, you're welcome, of course. So Debra is fabulous. She has been one of those people that does psychic readings and on a hotline, I think, right?
Yeah,
on a hotline. And she does political readings by numerology, looking at the year of the person. So we're going to do a little bit of that tonight. She's also one of the developers of the Clarity Tarot, which she has behind her. And so tonight we will be having you sign afterwards if you're interested. She's volunteered to give away 4 copies of this Clarity Tarot. We'll pull the names. Has to be within the United States, unfortunately. I'm sorry, because it's really expensive to move out of the country. So just so you know, if you want to do that, you can go on to either her channel, because she's simulcasting on her channel, or on mine, and just put in after the show your name and that you'd like to be in the drawing. And we're going to talk about this in a little while. But Amanda loves numerology. Well, you are in the right place. So I have a very good group of people here who are very good about going over to both of our channels.
Okay.
Liking and subscribing to you.
Oh, thank you.
And so, yes, so I just want to say that I can see they're already doing that. So hello, Craig Dixon and Wiki, Lori and Randy and Debbie, Debbie Kane, Jessica, Pierrette, Amanda, Cynthia Smith is coming from your channel, Lisa Keller, Christine Fryer. Yeah. See the little, if you see the little, like a paper clip, that means it's coming off your channel. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. From my channel. Thank you.
So hi, Lisa, Christine, Juanita, Azalea is coming from your channel. Glow and Randy, mom of 2 dogs. Hi again. Wiki, Michelle Williams, Lisa, Kristen, thank you, and Miss Maddie. There you go. She's from your channel too.
Yes.
So,
oh my gosh.
What I want you to realize, folks, is that I am hosting this evening, and so you can't. If you're over on Debra's channel, you can put in, and we can see everything that you type. But if you are wondering where I'm getting all these other names from, you could only see all of them on my channel chat. So, but we can see you. And thank you. They're already subbing. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, everybody. Debra is so excited about being here. Yep. And so we're going to talk about some of her background and so on. And then we will do some readings and talk about the tarot and all that other stuff. That would be wonderful. So
awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So Debra, when did you first, did you grow up loving this stuff, or is this something?
Yes, I saw ghosts.
Okay.
And I heard angelic choirs when nobody else did. So I went, when you see, I'd be with friends and I go, anybody else hear that?
Did you feel like you were going crazy? Yeah.
No, I loved it because, it was like a shower of love. It would
Sure.
make me want to cry, but I didn't because it was with my peeps. But so that was exciting. And then, a couple of little visitations that I feel were shifting. But nonetheless, I grew up trying to fit in, so I didn't see it right. And then what else did I do? I went to work as a hairdresser, studied as a hairdresser, owned a salon in Seattle for 25, 30 years, something like that.
Really? Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
And this was my education. So anybody out there who wants to do light work, like as a business, whatever your day job is, that's your school.
Yes, it is.
That's your school. And so I have such an unfair advantage. I like to say that. And I can't wait to share my unfair advantage of all the things I learned about people and then how the cards fit in, how the numbers fit in, how soul awareness fits in with that's off planet talking. And it's just, I just have an amazing life. But I moved down here to California in Oceanside, and I worked. I didn't want to go behind the chair and work in a salon, so I worked through hospice, going in places that. So I got my education on that, and oh my God, the ghosts! That's an education. That's an education. And so that was the spirits, rather. Not, I mean, it was wonderful. Yeah. And then I just started teaching the tarot. I got myself an office. I wasn't online yet. Okay. I knew. But then I started working on the hotlines, and what was interesting is I put everything to the test. Like I'd read the books on tarot and know that this card means this, and I check it out. Yeah, everybody believes this card means this. And then I would put it to the test, one phone call after the other, and I, of course, corrected things. It was amazing. And same with numerology. So when you get this deck, it has a fat little book. This is
cool. Okay.
It has a real fat little book. And this book and the keywords and everything else that's on it, it's what I learned from life and my experience. And that one hotline has a counter, how many readings I've done, and I've got almost 11,000 readings. I would have never guessed.
Goodness.
Track, but 11,000. So the number 5, like I know the number 5 of the Life Path 5 and all that stuff, and all the books and all the websites say the 5 means this book. And so I would interpret that and pull it into my readings and talk to this one person with that theory. And she goes, oh no, he's not like that at all. And instead of saying, well, he doesn't know himself very well, I said, well, how is it different? Yeah. And she explained, and that gave me a new, fresh perspective on the number 5 in that situation, see? And I tried it out over and over and over again. Yeah. And it's right on. There's no room for error. It's been fabulous, wonderful, but.
That's great. It's the same way with when you're a reader of a card. There's a pat answer for the original reading of a card. But sometimes when you're reading for somebody, you see some little piece of that card, and that's what they need to know. So that's what you did. You took it and made it yours. Yeah.
Anybody who reads the tarot here or wants to read the tarot, when we say there's only one of us on the earth, we're so unique, blah, blah, blah. How can that be? Oh, it is your history. The things I've seen is different than you. We have a common thread, of course, but spirit works with your history. So I explain that in the book. It's like your history, and that's when you start opening up to it. And so like for instance, I was doing mediumship reading for someone, and the woman didn't want to tell me anything, which was fine. I didn't want that.
Right.
And my brother Mike kept coming into my head. I'm saying, "Go away! I'll call you later." But Spirit insisted. Brother Mike comes in, and I said, "Do you know anyone who is called Mike or Michael?" And it was her deceased husband. She goes, "That's who I want to talk to." So that every little
thing. Can't ignore the small things. No.
Right. It'll point you to the path and where you go into the room of knowing. That still point where you get all the information without working on it. And I want everyone to enjoy that.
Oh, that's wonderful. So we have some questions coming in. Juanita wonders, what age do you think that it was when you first came into this angelic singing and those types of things? What do you remember?
That was when I was it was in my youth.
Okay.
So I was
like junior high school or something?
No, elementary. All
elementary
the way
school
through high school, and then a little bit beyond and stuff. And occasionally now I get it, but I don't need it as much now because I trust it.
Yeah.
I trust it's there. Because I've experienced it.
Sure, but of course.
When people talk about the music in heaven, holy cow, it's so true.
I heard it's just amazing. It's
all
nothing
around
like
you and everything. Yeah, it's great.
That's great. Wonderful. So Juanita wonders if you've ever spoken to any aliens or ET beings.
Oh, all the time. Are you kidding? I'm talking to one now in you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up, because I heard everyone talking about it earlier. I do soul awareness, and I do have a free ebook on my website. You can download it and I'll explain more of it. But when I'm in your Akashic records, that's the only way I can know what planet of origin you're from, because very few people are earthers. Some people here their planet of origination is Earth. But most of the people I see are star travelers or star seeds. And I do douse to see if you are walk-in or monosouled. So if I'm reading for the first breath of life or the second breath of life. And then it'll tell you what planet of origination you're from. So now I have not been, Allie, I've never been into your records. I don't have permission for it. I don't have the information for it, so I don't know. But what I've done is reverse engineer because I've been listening to Allie, and so and then she said a story because I have this one planet that you're from, and we go to many planets, but this one might be your planet. But I look into Earthers, Proceans, Sirius, Arcturians, Alpha Centauri and Beta Centauri, which is the Hadarians, which are very peaceful, loving. Mintakan, Polarians, Pleiades, and all of that stuff. And then the blueprinters, and parallels and mission realmers are from the angelic field. And then if anyone comes in and shows up as either an Arcturian, Syrian, or Palladian, I check for ET DNA. That sometimes that happens. And I've had a lot of people come in that are not walk-ins. They choose to be come in right away and endure and enjoy infancy and childhood instead of
my old chiropractor was a walk-in. He used to be like this motorcycle guy, and he got in an accident, and he came back and he went to chiropractic school. So just amazing.
It is amazing. And the transition can be seamless. You can go to bed one day, wake up as a different person. You still like broccoli. If you started out, you still like broccoli, and you remember everything.
Oh, you do remember everything. Okay.
You have to fill out that message. That's the agreement between two souls prior to, and so. But your aspirations change, your focus changes, you become defined, and different, right? And you most likely kind of back up from the world, and
well,
do some.
it's not the same thing as the 7-year itch, everybody, where all of a sudden your spouse is different and oh, what happened?
He's a walk-in.
Yeah. So Randy
But
wonders, how do you know if you're a walk-in and why does it matter? So that's a great question.
That's a good question. Let me explain exactly what it is. The first breath of life is a soul that goes from, it's a mono soul, so stays in the body through death, and then before incarnating, there's two souls. One soul does not want to be a grown-up, basically, and just wants to test the waters. They've never been on planet Earth before or something like that, so there's an agreement to transition, but the family he or she needed to incarnate in had to be a family that didn't have to endure a death of a child. You see what I'm saying? So it's an agreement that at a certain time, this older, wiser soul, walk-in is older and wiser, that usually do not want to struggle with infancy and childhood. I mean, they just want to get to work, right?
Junior high. I don't want to go to junior high. I'll have to come back a walk-in.
That's right. So then they would switch, make the switch, and then the parents are just fine. They just have this weird, bright kid that wants to now be a guru, right? But the reason it's important to know is that if you all of a sudden find yourself separated from all your friends and all your family, or not having that heartfelt connection, like, I really want to take care of you. I want to be part of the family and love you and anticipate their needs. When you stop doing that, that's usually a walk-in situation, not
right.
Exactly, but you see, so you become your own person, you become defined, and then you have this pressure of, I've got to find out why I was born, what I'm doing here, because the veil of forgetfulness is the same as in a walk-in. But it doesn't necessarily make anybody's life easier. It can complicate it.
No, I would think it would complicate relationships and goals and things like that you may have been, preparing yourself for. So but it at the same time can be a beautiful experience. And I think, it just depends on the person. So,
right.
So we've got some people here. Wiki says she's a life path 5 and she's never resonated with the standard read when you were talking about that.
Oh.
So yeah. So maybe she needs to read what that other view is of a number 5. So.
Well, I don't know what your life lessons were with the life path 5, but the thing is that the life path 5, maybe when you're younger, you may have struggled with finding your freedom inside a commitment. So when your husband proposed to you, you went, yeah, because that's what we do, right? And then you say, oh crap, now I've got to become the standard. And as women, or if it's a man, they try to adapt and be that, but it's very, very difficult. And another thing that I've discovered about 5 life paths is that you can't, you can go by the seat of your pants. You can travel by the seat of your pants. If the plane's late, then who cares? It's okay.
Right.
But but I've discovered, this isn't in any book, but I have discovered that it's so important to have more money than you need for a 5 life path. And here's why. They need options. If life is getting stressful, I got to get to the B&B this weekend without the kids. See, so if there's nothing in reserves to allow you that freedom, you're a miserable 5.
Sure.
Everybody's too much.
That makes a lot of sense.
Wiki, does that resonate a little bit more? I know it's different than what.
Hopefully that helps. Okay, let's see.
I'm curious.
Let me get Wiki. If you're here, you're a 3/2 5. Whether that makes a difference or not, but does that resonate better? I'm in the
So
bank of Vicky. Okay. She says, her real name is Vicky, but she says, I'm in
Vicky.
the bank
Oh,
of
okay.
Vicky. Yeah. Yep. There you go.
So the 325 means that your
Uh-huh.
life lessons are 3, creativity, and 2, collaboration. This is what you might have struggled with. And then
Okay.
I'm sure you've mastered it by now, but to have your collaboration means you have to anticipate other people's needs, mirror back everyone's best self, to conform and be a nice collaborator or team member. But
Right.
in your heart, you're saying, oh, when's lunch? I got to get to lunch. Bye. So, I'm like,
Oh,
so hungry.
oh, somebody's got an appointment with you that's going to come see you
Yay.
in September. That's what they said. Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome. I've had a reading. I've had a beautiful reading with Debra, and we talked for a very long time. She was fabulous, and everything that she brought to me for myself and my husband was wonderful. I mean, it was really informative. So I definitely recommend, and you can go to her website. Oh, here it is. It's Miss Brazil, 1955. I have an appointment on September 11th. There you go.
Oh, September 11th. Okay. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
Wonderful. I haven't seen that. It might have been recently.
Recently. So this is Thomas.
When's lunch?
And Thomas, if you could put your birth date in, that would probably help her discern whether you're an 11 or a 2.
Oh, no, he doesn't have to do that, really. This is no, I would take, I'll tell you, if you're here, you're an 11. Now, 11 is a master number. It brings along extra credit homework that you have to do. But the 2 is within it, which is, I want to be on my own. That's the double 1. But I have to be with people too. And there is a vision with you, tarot your way. Oh, you do tarot too? Yeah. Oh, wait, he just gave me the.
Yep. Hi, Kevin. I just want to say hi to everybody else who's come in, and thank you. We're going to try to answer a lot of your questions, but we also want to do a couple of readings on some of the political people near the end. So, okay, you're going to be well. Congratulations, Miss Brazil. I'm going to be 68 in September. So there you go. That's fabulous. No glow. No, she hasn't yet. We just really started not too long ago. So
I have you as an 11, 29, 11, and so there's a way to add up the numbers that is very popular, but I don't do that because it's calculating karmic numbers, and it leaves out too many master numbers. And so I believe you are an 11 life path, and it's been a tough one. It's been a tough one for you sometimes.
But it has for Thomas. It has. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's what makes you an incredible advisor. So
that's wonderful. And he is. He is a great tarot reader too. That's wonderful. Sonia wants, so many people would love to know about their planet, where they're from. But then I have other people here that want to know their numbers. So Debra's the whole package.
This is it. This is my life. I study this and study that. Now, as far as I could not tell you what your planet is unless I go into your, that's a whole big service. It's what I do, and it's a package. It takes 2 hours or so to create the report, an hour and a half minimum to give. It's recorded. You learn everything. But the life path or the planet of origin, I thought for you, Allie, was because I was thinking, just by what you do, you're a wordsmith, you're studious, and then with your dream that you had, a lucid dream you had in Antarctica. Anyway, I believe you're from Mintaka. Mintaka is in the Orion's belt.
Okay.
So if you're a Mintakan, you are really good with communication and language, and you know everything at the inside and out. But what clinched the deal, and this isn't, I haven't been in your record, so I don't know for sure, but what clinched the deal is you had a dream of some fish that were walking
On their
on
fins.
2 legs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Mintaka, yeah. Mintaka, some Mintakans have a really unusual relationship with water. Is if it's muddy or stodgy and you can't see the bottom, it's like they won't go in. But you know, if you can see the bottom of the pool, you can see the bottom of the lagoon or something like that, it's all good. But water really nurtures you. The thing is that when you saw those fish walking on the land, I thought, oh, that water might have been.
And I'm definitely afraid of them. I'm definitely afraid of fish, and I'm in this dream and I have no choice. It's like I got to deal with it, you know? Oh my God. That's crazy.
So I believe you're a Mintakan. So that's that.
Well, that's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Michelle has already gone and downloaded your free book.
Good.
And so, you know, I recommend that if you go over there and sign up for her channel, which the information is down below, you know, you can find how to reach her, what her website is, everything. Yes. She's all listed there. So that's wonderful.
Oh, wait, I got Sonia.
Okay.
I got another birthday here. I'll just throw it on.
All right.
So, oh, you grabbed it. How did you do that?
Sorry. I got a bunch of them here that are just, I'm holding on to.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
This is the problem with when oh, you are Sonia. You are a fun-loving 3, creative, mischievous. But this year's been tough. Oh my God, 2023 has been like, here, Sonia, sit in this box and just tie up your loose ends. And you're going, no way. So next year's going to be a whole lot better for you. And so if this year was good, next year's going to still be better.
Oh, that's always good news. That's wonderful. Yeah. That's wonderful. So let's see. So everybody, if you normally take your birth date and you add up like 1 + 9 plus, depending on the day, the year, and the date, and you add all the numbers up. But if you have a 22 or an 11 or a 33, those are master numbers. You don't reduce those, I don't believe. But she does it a little bit differently. So I don't want to tell you to do it that way if that's not the way that Debra does it. But.
No, because it's fun to just play. And so the thing is that a lot of people take their year, and let's say it was 1960 or something. They would add up 1 + 9 + 6, and then that would be a small number,
right?
And then add the other. So they add up 3 small numbers, which bypasses a lot of times the master numbers. So what I do is 1 after the other, 19 in 9, 1 + 9 + 6, that type of thing, and you'll get a double digit number. You reduce it to a single digit, and that's your life path. But your personal year is going to be your month and your day added.
2023 or 4.
Yeah, that's right. And then this universal year is 7. So just add 7 and you'll figure it out. Help. Figure out my life path number. I'll figure it out for you.
All right. There you go. Try to get as many as I can. We do have 76 people here, so you know I can't probably get every one of you, and I'm sorry about that, but please understand. And also, you can always look in. Do you have that information actually in the downloadable book that you have? Do you talk about anything?
No, that's all about soul realignment and awareness. but I'm hoping to do, like, when I get a membership, then we can meet and
Yeah.
then teach it and all
Absolutely.
that stuff.
Yep.
So Carolyn, you are an incredible 34/7, which isn't an easy number, but I'll tell you, you're the smartest one in the room.
Oh,
So,
wow.
oh my gosh. So I
Yeah.
did this. Well, we have a lot going on. I have so many stories. I won't go into that, but a 7 is very mystical, aligned, straight line to the upper octaves. But I got to tell you, if you are in metaphysics, you have to, you'd be great at it as long as you keep,
Oh,
as
okay.
long as you make sure your morals and ethics and some people do metaphysics for other stuff, right? As long as you stay,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't do the metaphysics, you'll be happy and successful and rich by doing math, science, engineering, the kind of occupations that have hard corners and
Mm-hmm.
rules and regulations. That's where you'd be the most successful. But
Hmm.
you're
Awesome.
you're
That's
halfway
awesome.
there. Don't say
Halfway
help.
there.
Just go
Then
ahead.
actually, Kay Muldoon is a 25/7. So she's also, or 16/7. So that's speaking the same thing to you, Kay.
Right,
There's a
exactly.
7. Yeah. Um,
The 16/7 was added up differently. We always get the same
okay.
life path number, except
Yep.
for was it Thomas that had 11 and 2?
Yeah.
But for the most part, that's why I added up the way I do, so I can capture the.
Whether there's that in there. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
mostly
That's,
they're the same.
yep. Kelly says she's got 6267. All right.
You are a 4 life path, which
Oh.
means your security is to build your life in safety and security, and you aren't afraid of delayed gratifications. You'll get that certificate in 10 years or whatever
Mm-hmm.
that's
Oh
in your
my God.
that thing is in that. But the downside of a 4 is that you're a quiet observer. So if your partner does something that you don't like, it's like, oh, 2 steps back. He does something you like, 1 step forward, 2 step back. It's all quiet.
Oh, Kelly, you and I are 4s. I mean, I have an 4, I think it is, or 22. I don't remember, but it's a
You're in a
4.
4
Comes out to
personal year. You're in a 4
a 4
personal year.
personal year. Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
think you are. No. You're a life path 4. Right. You
I'm a
are.
life path 4. That's why we get along okay, Kelly. There you go.
That's what I remember. That's what I
Oh
remember.
my goodness, that's so funny.
So
Sally is 12/22/1963. All right, so let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So you are around like the same thing as the 4 because you are an 8 life path.
Uh-huh.
And that means that and don't be shy when I tell you this. You enjoy the finer things in life. You pay attention to things that are beautiful and you want them around you. And there are people on the planet, like if you were an earther, back to the if you were an earther and an 8, you would be so grounded and you probably work in healthcare and there's just fabulous. But nonetheless, you are here to enjoy the bounties and benefits of this world. I'm not saying it's a vacation life, but I am saying that what life is going to synchronize up for you is some of the best stuff for you to have on display, to wear, to buy, all of that.
Awesome.
Bravo.
Awesome. Mom of Dogs thinks she's a 4. I don't know. Can you just verify that?
Sure. 83. Yes, 31
Okay.
4. The same
You're a
thing.
4 too? You're a 4 too?
Creativity and independence.
Wow.
So
Very
got
good.
a lot of stable people here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
We
great.
got Delphi, who's 5'4", 1949.
May 4th.
19.
A 32-5. So that
32.5.
would be wanderlust. Anyways, with very,
Oh, do you like to
very.
travel and move around, Delphi?
And you know what? I got to tell you, whether you agree with me or not, you have a tendency you're better in front of the camera than behind it. I mean, you're photogenic. You could probably do your own show. I don't know. Maybe you do, Daphne. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think, Delphi, I don't think you have a channel, do you? Well, if you did, you'd do good.
Yeah. That's what we do. That's
There you
how
go.
we do it.
Oh, that's funny.
So,
Deborah is April 9th, 1983. And what's her personal year number? Let's see. 4.
okay. So how you do that is you get the April,
Yep.
you add 4 and 9
Mm-hmm.
and 7, and you are in a 2 personal year. And most of the readings you'll get for 2 personal year is that, oh, you're mastering communications or relationships of all kinds, not just love relationships. But it's been my experience that people who in a 2 personal year, the lesson of that for 2023, and it's almost over with, is that you have to approach and communicate your needs differently for people to understand you. It's like you wake up New Year's Day and everyone's an alien. They don't understand you. You said the same thing as you did this December 31st to the same person, but then that same person goes, huh? So it's like miscommunication and you just kind of give up and stuff like that. But once you know, this is the benefit of knowing your personal years, because especially at the beginning, is that you can figure out what life is asking you to improve or do better with. And then once you know it's that, like I'm a 6 personal year, and every time I go from 0 to 60 on for nothing, for no reason, something gets under my skin and I kick the dirt and I can't shake it. And then I say, I see you. That's the 6.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
so
Okay.
it's wonderful to know it because it gives you room.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are.
I want to say, Carolyn Booker, you're coming to us from Deborah's channel, and that's wonderful. You're a paranormal investigator. She never charges to help people. It runs in her family all the way back to the witch trials. That is really incredible. So let us know. I'm sure Deborah would probably love to have you on her show. I would love to have you on mine. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah,
So
please let us know.
Yeah, Carolyn. And I'm new to this YouTube stuff, so just give me just give me an email or something so I can find you.
Then you can find her information, her email and stuff over on her channel, and you can send her
she has
an email.
A channel? Oh, good. All right, I will do that.
All right. Let's see. So we have Eva. Oh, you're from Mount Vernon. Well, my husband's up in Anacortes, so there you go. Your birthday is 11/22/47. Master numbers confuse you. I'd love to live my best life with the few years I have left. Honey, you're going to live to 100, 150, 300. There you go.
Yeah, I got to tell you, those master numbers are great. Well,
oh, God, 11 and 22. Wow. That's amazing.
Oh, yes. Oh, gosh. This is our first one for tonight. 27/9.
Oh, okay.
The nines, when a young 9 life path is all about crossing boundaries, caring for people who don't ask for it, making sure everybody's fine, wanting to build a legacy, can't wait to get married and start having children. That is the young, and then you grow up building a legacy or wanting to, and then there is, if you're building for others, you will be happy. If you're doing for others, and I'm not saying overdoing for others, just doing for others, that would bring you great happiness. So
Wow.
so I do hope that helps.
So Marina, Heart-Centered Tarot, October 5th, 57, you said you were a 9 as well. So that I just wanted you to realize that she was reading on a 9 right now. So
What was the
according to
numbers for
Ross, you
her?
are. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. All right. So, oh, Bella, your personal year is an 11. That's really cool.
So
Yeah.
the personal years, I know it's a complicated year, believe me, but the personal years always reduce to one digit.
Okay.
As much as we resist that, but all the master numbers will be for the other stuff. But for
Okay.
the personal years only go in
Only go
9
up to 1 to 9. Okay. All right.
Right.
That's cool.
So
What about a life path that's 33?
the master teacher and the master boss. So this is a person.
Yeah.
This is a person who can visualize let's say a project. Visualize the project, know exactly what to do, how to do it, hire the right people and teach them what they need to do. As long as they're in charge, or if they're in a collaboration, they know they're being heard and respected, they're happy. But master teachers, so if you're not teaching, you're not.
You need to be teaching. All right. Wow, such fascinating.
There's another one. Wait, one more thing. You think everybody has that in them, and that's the problem when we have a surplus of blessings. Then we think everybody, especially the sevens, because you have an that people don't have, but you think they should. I saw that coming 1,000 miles away. You're so dumb? Why did you say yes to that? It's obvious, but it's not obvious to people who are in. So be careful with your judgment of others, because they're just as smart as you are.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah. So, all right, we've had that one. Lisa Keller is 8/13/69. Oh, that's right. You just had your birthday, didn't you? So 8, 9, 12.
So, all right, we haven't had this one, 37/1.
Oh, 1.
Yeah, one life path means, I wonder what personal year you're in. Excuse me just a second. I gotta.
Okay. Hi, Sheila.
Oh, okay. So, and you're also one personal year. What? So, as long as you gave up last year, 2022, as long as you gave up what just doesn't work for you last year and didn't drag it into this year, this would have been an incredible year, because life synchronizes up brand new things. If you've never been zip lining, life will offer you a zip lining class or something. You know what I mean? But you have to have eyes to see it, and not be afraid to do it by yourself. You kind of, it's always fun to go with others, but just entertain the thought for a minute that you could go ahead and possibly go to lunch on your own, sit at a table alone, and just try that on, because you were born to be that. And if it scares you, do it, and it'll open up, especially this year. It'll be great.
Wow. So let us, we'll take one more. Let us then move into some of our political stuff.
Thank you, Sharon.
Yes. By the way, everybody, I know you want to be in the giveaway. We're giving away 4. Unfortunately, you have to be within the United States, because it's too expensive to send us elsewhere. But we need you to put your name down in my show chat or in Debra's show chat, and then look back and find out who won, so that you can then email us, and then we can get your address. I can't take it out of this chat because it's just too fast and too busy. So Please do that. All right. So I'm going to let you do Craig, and we will move on to something new here. Political readings. Yes, Mickey, I see you want to have the political readings, so we'll get to it. By the way, you can always contact Debra. She's also going to start doing her own shows fairly soon, and I imagine she'll have some nights where she's going to be doing numerology with you.
Yeah.
Plus, we can have her come back. How about that?
Hey, thank you. So you are 27.9. I did do the latitude. This is when it gets kinky, because I do latitudes and longitudes on some towns because I just love numbers. And so Los Angeles is the city of angels. It's a 7.
Yeah.
It's a 7. So it's way up there. But you are a 27/9, telling me that you are all about legacy, incredible intuitive, incredible empath. I mean, you know, you see something on the movies, you're going to feel it a whole lot deeper. If you're dating, let's say this, because I'm going to do a show on dating. If you're dating, you fall in love pretty fast and deeply. And then if things aren't working out your way, sometimes, I'm not all the time, this is pretty blanket, then the impulse to be a little dramatic comes in. I mean, because you're devastated if things aren't going well, and then you don't know who you are, and then you feel you're wrong, and so it can get big. So if that, but understand that's only because you're such an empath, such a beautiful soul.
He really is an empath. He is an empath. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. All right, everybody. So we thought we might do some numerology for and some readings for Mark Meadows, I believe was number 1. Mark Meadows, as you know, was indicted last night with the Georgia board, Fani Willis. Today I heard just at 5 o'clock that he's trying to get it shifted to a venue that is a federal venue, so he doesn't have to go to Georgia. And there's some speculation.
Sorry, Mr. Insurrectionist, to inconvenience you.
Really? Yep.
Sorry. So I don't think that's going to go. But his numbers, so he's in a 6 personal year, which means you want everything in order. And if he is trying so hard to keep everything in order, but it's going to just skip. Last year, when all this was going down big time, it was a 5 personal year, the year that life kind of tells you how you're going to feel. You have to stay loose and everything. And he was a little loose. You remember he gave some evidence and then he took it back or wanted to take it back or something like that. And he stopped cooperating, all of that stuff. He was misreading the moment. So 6 personal year means that he's just trying to control. And that's exactly what he did. Move it to where I want to be.
That's right.
So next year for him, or it's going to start coming in as a 7 personal year. And that's when you automatically need to choose sides. You go to the dark side or the light side. It's the morality. It's your ethics. And then you're defining that. So whoever the guy he is after next year is the guy he is. So if he keeps wanting to win at all costs, then that's who he is.
I heard he was actually equal to his personality was equal to that of the president. You know what I mean? He's just not a nice person. Yeah, I heard that.
Well,
he doesn't look like he looks like he's very nice. He looks that way, but that's not what I got. But what is Trump's personal year, by the way?
I love that you asked me that because I'm so excited for this. So Trump is a 9 personal year, the year you have to give up what just doesn't work for you. Well, if at the last of last year, or the beginning of this year, if he had said, hey, I'm really sorry, I really messed up, sorry.
Right.
None of this would have happened, but he would have had to give up what just doesn't work. And what doesn't work is his insisting that things go his way. Now, what's interesting, because I'm such a nerd about this, I went to the last 9 years, 9 years cycle. I went to the last time he had an opportunity to give things up, and that was it was when he was, he's always been a bully, and he had an opportunity to give that up, but that's when he was revving up for the presidency, and I'm going to do this and that. Right? I think Ivana, there's a whole bunch of things in there, but that's interesting for America. If I could take a moment here.
Yeah.
So in America, when Trump was elected in 2016, that was America's 9 years. Give up what just doesn't work anymore. And apparently, people thought Hillary doesn't work anymore. The Clintons don't work anymore.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So instead of people voting for Trump, they were voting against Hillary. So and he doesn't have that again. So nonetheless, but his one personal year where you do all new things was 2017 when he took the oath.
Right.
And I can count it exactly when he started doing his thing and getting worse and worse and worse, taking the shadow side of every single personal year and never getting better. And then there's only so many 9 opportunities, 9-year opportunities to say, okay, I'm going to change. I'm going to get rid of this. And he's not doing it. Same one with Clarence Thomas. So he's in a 9 personal year. I mean it. This gets crazy.
I get it. Makes sense. Makes total sense. Yeah.
And so he you know who else is in a 9 personal year? Jack Smith.
Oh,
what?
So he's going to have a different type of 9, isn't he?
Yes. Now I don't know what he gave up. It might be the fear of. I didn't seem like he had fear of anything, but he could have given up something.
Well, he had to give up He had to give up being a triathlon person.
Yeah. That's right. But remember, the 9s are all about legacy, and there's nothing going to get in the way of the legacy for America. So here is Jack Smith, legacy for America, institutions of America, democracy, and here's Trump. And his legacy has to be him. America has to be Trump and gold. So it's amazing.
Wow.
So
is Putin also?
Yeah, now Putin's careful.
Is he in a 9 year as well? That's
no.
What someone's asked. Sonia's asking if he's in a 9 year.
Thank you for asking, because I had him right here, Vladimir Putin. Now he is in a 6 personal year, so I do believe 20. Well, wait a minute, we're almost it's 2023 now.
He'll be in a 7.
No, this is a 6 personal year for him, and it's all about divine order. I gotta have it my way. That's the shadow side.
Sure.
But he has the ability and the power to go ahead and have it his way. So he's going into the dirt, that thing. But there was something interesting about, Vladimir Putin is a 7 life path number. Remember, they're very intuitive, smart, really bright people. Do you know who else is? Jamie Raskin.
I love Jamie Raskin.
He is all about understanding the parameters, the hard edges of democracy and definition of the Constitution and stuff. So it's just like we're given these blessings, and it really is up to us. We are here to create, and life doesn't really care what you create, because you're going to create your own whirlwind and get your own spankings, as you go. But it's that you create. So, and there's another thing I wanted to say is that Don Jr. is in a 5 personal year. Remember, the 5 personal year is when life kind of makes the changes for you, and you have to just kind of ride along. So it's Don Jr. and Ginny Thomas. So they
Oh,
both
for
have
heaven's
very
sake.
important people in their life going through very important things, but they
Yeah.
cannot, they don't have it to, they can't do anything. And they have been kind of quiet now that I think about it.
Yeah. Well, I read today somebody saying that, or maybe it was somebody on that was on said Melania didn't want to go back to the White House, so and so she was leaving for good. You know, that they were talking about
Oh,
divorce.
Melania.
Yeah,
I didn't do hers yet, but
yeah, that's all right. Yeah,
yeah,
I can't
she's
even
not
remember
that
when her
happy
birthday
about
was.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have it written down somewhere, but
that's
it was
okay. That's
not
okay.
top of
We didn't talk about her when we were talking behind
but
this. Yeah,
Ivanka, remember we were talking earlier, somebody had a 2 personal year. So
yeah.
that's all about collaboration and how you meet the world. And so remember this year, she's always about building her brand, understanding what she's going to be. She didn't no longer a Trump. She's Kirshner or something. He took her husband's name. And so she's redefining how she's going, the parallel people, how people perceive her. So she's right on with that. So,
Wow.
yeah, 45's not.
So we were talking about Jenna Ellis, and she's the young girl that was working with Sydney and Rudy. And she actually, I read somewhere she either left the party or she left something, I don't know, but Trump won't pay for her lawyer because she likes DeSantis. So I think that.
Well, he's not going to pay for anybody's lawyer.
Oh, you
He
don't think
just,
he'll pay for anybody's? Okay.
well, he
Okay.
can't afford that. He doesn't want to do that. Um, and that's why most of them are probably going to flip. But the thing, nobody can do that if he doesn't pay for it. He can't can't do anything. Now she is very bright. Remember, I told you when I did this, she is so smart. She's a 7 life path, which means she could intuit all this, and she had a choice of being on the right side, right? And she's having a 1 personal year. So again, last year, 2022, when all this business was going, she had an opportunity to say enough is enough. Yeah, this is getting kind of sticky. I'm going to give this up. She didn't.
Yep.
She didn't.
So now she has to pay the piper, whatever way that is. You know, they're saying today that a lot of these people may just plead out and, you know, do that.
Well, they won't be able to afford an attorney.
Yeah, true.
So,
They're asking if you have a book that might be on numerology or that you have written on your own. I put up Hans Dekos as one guy that I've looked at. Do you have another suggestion for anybody?
I have written a book. It's not published yet.
Okay.
I even go into like life path numbers and what they would be like at the beginning of a party and what their personality would be at the end of a party when there's been drinking.
Oh my goodness, how much fun is that?
I go down that rabbit hole. Oh my God.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I love it.
So I like now I've watched the Decodes one, but there's a lot of them out there that use that old
the old way. Yeah.
Adding up. So I don't align to that. So what I did, I following Christine DeLore. She's on the internet. It's creative numerology. So if you sign up for her newsletter, she is so generous. You'll get in your email little things about what's going on, and it's amazing. I love the way she writes too. So I would recommend that.
Hopefully I spelled her name right. It's DELOREY. Is it?
DELOREY. Yes.
Okay.
You must
okay. No problem.
DeLore, and you'll enjoy her work. I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's just fun to dabble, and then you there's all kinds of different numbers you can find as well. You can find what your I don't know what your jewel is, or what your what your career should be. Yeah.
I even did my social security number, ended
Oh,
up
there you
being
go.
11. And my name ended up being 11. My birth date is 11. So it's just
Okay.
all that way. But now I want to caution everyone, because you'll start getting conflicting messages when you start peeling that onion. Like you'll have your life path number, that's your persona, that we mostly work with. But then if you do only the vowels or only consonants, and then your lucky number, and then this and that, it starts getting to be like an alphabet soup.
It does. It's overwhelming in a way.
Just go with personal year, and then your life path number. And life path number tells me, when I do your reading, it tells me how you filter information. And so then I could have, if I have the answer to your question might be sad or something, or not as positive, I will know how you accept that. And I'll also know with the personal year, what if it was a lesson you should have won, there's a whole bunch of different things. But I will always tell the truth in a reading, no matter what, but it's how I deliver it is going to be through the life path number. And it works really well.
So yes, of course, it's always nice to have a personal reading. She does them on Zoom, and you can, ask her for. She has a lot of different services that you can ask her, and I would admonish you to go to her channel and check out. Well, I have the information below, but her channel has all the same information. And yes, there's a lot of information for us here tonight, and this is just meant to be a real quick thing. However, I think you could probably come back and we could just do a whole other show just on people's numbers. So yeah. Oh, Sheila, you're a number one, so you make everyone mad because you speak your mind, and that gets you in trouble. Oh,
is that what she said? What is it?
Said, yeah. Sheila said that. I make everybody mad. Yeah.
You know what? You know what? When I speak my mind, yes, because you're an independent. You're comfortable like that, and people are jealous of that. You could, and that's they can be jealous. It's wonderful when a 1 or an 11. There's a few 7s or like this, to where you don't really need people in your life, and those that are in your life you have chosen. Right. It's not like I need you. It's like, okay, you can come into the room for a little while.
Wow. So everybody, I'm going to say this one more time. If you want to be in the drawing for the Clarity Tarot, you must unfortunately have to live in the United States because it's cheaper. And you need to put your name on, after the show is over, it shows up, the video shows up, and you can put comments on it, put your name, or just say, I want to be in the drawing. Then go back and check, please, because I will list it on mine, she will list it on hers, and you have to email us with your address if that's the case, please. All right. So that's okay, Sharon. You're not a moderator over there, so she can't put anything into your chat. That's one thing you'll have to learn about, how to get moderators, and I'll be glad to help you with it. But anyway.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Was there anybody else we brought up before we leave tonight that we were going to talk about? We got Trump's year. We got Mark's year. Rudy.
That's right. Rudy is in a very tough year. He's in a 4 personal year, which is tying up loose ends, but he's tying his shoelaces to his loose ends instead of. So I think, with all due respect, I think it's his age he's doing very bad things, don't get me wrong, but I think his age is making it tougher on him. But yeah.
Okay. Michelle, I'll try to get the drawing drawn by Thursday so you can check on it. There was something that I saw about Rudy. What was it today? I know what it was. It was Trump. It wasn't Rudy. Trump had posted, and I just laughed. I couldn't. he said that he is going to have a conference, a public conference on Monday, this Monday coming up, and he's going to show all the proof that Georgia was. I said, okay. And and I'm wondering where Mike Lindell is, he's sleeping on the job.
Taking a nap.
He's taking a nap. Yeah.
Are you saying Trump is going to do that or Rudy?
Yes, Trump is going to do it. But Rudy's already there going, we have all the information. Didn't he say that when he went over to Ukraine that time, and he was going to come back and he was going to expose everybody?
That was with Lars and Igor.
Yes,
and,
yes.
Yeah.
All right. Michelle just wonders, when do when does the year change? Is it on your birthday? Yeah.
Let's keep it simple.
Okay.
I do calendar years, because if you go into your birthday, let's say somebody had a birthday in August, then that personal year would start in August and go to next August. Well, then the universal year is different. So
sure.
Let's keep it simple, because I got to tell you, I've done 11,000 readings or so with this theory, and it's been so
it's been helpful. Yeah.
And so the numbers change closer to the end of this year. You start getting void, of course, even though that's an astrology term, when the moon doesn't move. But it's like you're going into the new changes. And I am preparing something for people with, near the end of the year, when they find out what personal year they're going into, and then they can go to that and read about it. So I swear, what you're going to be up against, what life and angels are going to ask of you for the year. Oh my God.
That's always helpful. Yeah. It's like astrology when you think about it. It may not come to pass, but this is what the stars say, or this is what the numbers say. And you can take and leave, and you know what your challenges are. And so that's a wonderful thing to be prepared with. Yeah.
Working on it.
That's awesome, Deborah. Well, everybody, thank you for being here with us this evening. And thank you so much, Deborah, for being here as well. And Thursday we'll pull for the drawing and let you know if your name was called. And come back again, Deborah. I'd love to have you back.
Thank you. All right. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.